Good morning. I'm having a good day, even it's rainy outside, and it's good. It's good, and I experiment a lot with my mind, my body a little bit. I'm a curious person, and I learned a lot in the last couple of years, and the knowledge I've got doesn't require me read a lot, and I don't read much actually, because I can take the discoveries I made through experimentations, and I can convert that skill or apply those skills or the knowledge to understand behavior of other people. Once you learn how your mind works and how you feel your emotions, how you connect your mind and emotions to your body, to your physical body, then you can easier understand other people's emotions and reactions and actions, and you don't judge those people as much as you do when you don't understand anything. So you kind of get an idea why this person is mad, why this person is happy, where that energy comes from, what's the happiness, what's love, what's hate, what's apathy, and those human emotions that can make a great life or a life that sucks. And some people even end up killing themselves because they don't enjoy their physical body, they don't enjoy who they are. They want to modify who they are, they want to attain stuff that they see on TV or on Facebook, because they don't understand what's going on with their mind. And last night I went to bed around 11 o'clock, which is kind of early. Yeah, sometimes I go to bed, depends how quiet is in the house. I go to bed around 10:30, but it takes some time. Because my biological clock is set for 11 or 12, so it takes some time for me to fall asleep. But if I'm in a bed, if I am relaxed, then I save some of the energy, and I might meditate a bit, just a tiny bit, and that gives me dreams that I can recall in the morning. It helps me to recognize the dreams, sometimes what they mean, and I feel refreshed the next morning. So today I have some energy, and I'm going to a customer, and outside is rainy, and I feel good. It's like an exciting day, and the job I'm going to do is not complicated at all. It's just testing some wiring in a system in a university somewhere, and it's going to be a nice experience. I know that, and because I set this feeling of a nice experience when I go to interact with a customer. Let's say if the customer is angry, I'm happy. An angry attitude, that customer cannot make me angry. But if I am tired, if I am not in a good mood because I don't have a love and a happiness energy in my mind, so happiness and love are mental energies, are specially encoded mental energies. And when you recognize how to handle those energies, make it easier to attain those emotions. But first you have to recognize what's love, what's happiness, what's anger, what's hate, those human emotions. You have to recognize what they are, and once you know, then it's easier for them to reproduce those emotions, because you understand the principles behind them. And once you understand that, then you know what it takes to get those emotions. Like when you play an instrument, you recognize what it takes, what abilities you need, you recognize what muscles you need and what mental exercise you need, how much time you need, and you apply that knowledge, and with practice you can attain the mastery on a piano or an instrument play. The same with the mind. Once you practice long enough, so you recognize stuff, you practice long enough, and you keep trying attaining that emotion, and then it becomes easy because you've done the homework, you've done your exercise. And when you want to be happy, then you do like that, snap your fingers, and you don't have to do that, but in your mind, and you start feeling the happiness. But the thing is, there are kind of a few ingredients that are required to achieve those emotions faster. And because happiness is part of a mental energy, you need those ingredients to make it easier. You need to be rested, so you have your mental focus on happiness instead of dealing with a tired body that does not have enough energy. So I have traffic to watch for. Because this car I'm driving does not have a side view and side windows like other cars, so I cannot just turn my head and check with the shoulder, like do a shoulder check and see the traffic. No, I have to rely on special mirrors, and it's difficult, especially when you have cars not far from your car. And yeah, so today I'm excited because one of that ingredient required for happiness is you have a light body and a rested body. If you are, let's say, out of shape, if your body is aching, if you deal with health trouble, then that mind energy required to attain happiness and love, it goes dealing with body issues. So you have to focus on listen to your body, and if the pain or the suffering is big enough, the body will scream. So the mind can listen and do something about the health, because the body has this mechanism to talk to the brain and tells the brain that, you know, something is wrong here, it's hurting here, or it doesn't feel right, or makes you feel sick of something, and the brain listens, which is part of your physical body computer. This computer listens to all your body sensors, pain, pleasure, heat, any type of input required for the brain to monitor the body. Because the body is supposed to carry on certain jobs, certain tasks, and that's one of the main roles of the brain, to look after the body, beside the processing other thoughts and making the body act or react or do things related to physical world. And yeah, so the body would scream, and the brain monitors those signals related to health, and will do something to re-establish the balance, the proper balance that is needed for the body to stay healthy, because body itself has automatic mechanism that keeps it in a proper health balance, and when it comes out of the balance, it's starting to hurt, or does something that makes you listen to it, like get you sick, get you vomiting, get you some diarrhea or bleeding, or anything that it gets you out of the balance. Bleeding is not, I'm not talking about the normal bleeding in certain people, I'm talking about, you get hurt or something, you have bleeding on your nose, or you're bleeding in your poop and the intestines are bleeding, so that's abnormal condition, and makes your brain react and think of what caused that. And because of we have a life experience, we know, this hurting means that you touch something hot. You learn along the way. Or vomiting means, okay, you just ate something nasty, or you have other sickness that makes you think of your memories and what happened last time when you vomited or something. So you look into your database. So that's part of your intellect, and which is not connected well to most people to the mind. And again, if you just rely on your intellect, your physical body systems that keeps you healthy, you may have hard time to attain happiness, because happiness is part of the mind. It's a state of the mind. Love is a state of your mind. And yes, so a couple of tricks are, like I said, be well, so be healthy, have a good healthy diet, so the body have easier time to stay in balance. And another important tip is be well rested. If you stay up late, watch some games or some movies or some comedy, tells you that the mind needs a good feeling, that it's an urge of the mind, it's not of the body, it's an urge of the mind, telling the mind to get some pleasurable experiences, and that will overpower the feeling of the mind to look after the body. And that's it's a mind health issue. So when people, let's say, overeat, why some people would eat? Because the food tastes well. If the same amount of food you put in that person's plate and if you remove the taste, that person would not eat that much. So the person is looking for a pleasurable experience. Even the person knows that it's not healthy for the body. When people smoke, the same idea. They know that it hurts the body, but it gives a pleasure, or it gives a feeling to the mind. So it's the search for that good feeling. People neglect their body, they destroy their bodies, and it tells you that's a sickness of the mind, because the mind was built to oversee the brain. So when the brain or the intellect cannot manage to take care of the automatic systems and the body health, among other things, the mind can oversee and can gives you the feelings and emotions that makes you think, yeah, I should go to bed, I should leave the TV alone, or the computer, or the chat, or the seeking love and pleasure on the internet, because that's the idea. When you seek pleasure, it actually tells you that you don't have enough love. When you have enough love, the pleasure you get, the mental pleasure, not the physical, but the mental pleasure and the good feeling you get from a real love, makes you have enough to be saturated, like a cloud. When it doesn't take enough, it cannot take enough, or any more vapors, it tells you it's saturated, and at some point it's going to rain, it's going to give that extra water back to the atmosphere, to the land. And the same with love. When you get enough love for yourself, you're saturated with love, and you start giving back or giving to someone else. Yes, so I hope this one does make sense. So love yourself, but how you can love yourself? By having a healthy body, healthy mind. So first comes healthy mind, because the healthy mind will oversee the brain, and it will tell the brain, no, stop doing that crap, stop neglecting your body. And now you maintain a body health, and that body health will have enough energy to provide a good feedback to the brain. So instead of getting a bad feedback like a crying and suffering and or a mental feedback about your body shape or who you are or how much stuff you have in your life, then you get a good feedback, and it adds to the mental pleasure and makes you feel happy who you are and what you are, what you do, happy with your life, right? So that's my talk for today while I'm driving in this beautiful rain, and really, really nice for some reason. Take care. See you later. Bye bye.